The word is declared to be effective by God. In the past, a disappointment has been the result of establishing one's foundation on thoughts or emotions. I did not contemplate the earth while contemplating it. Even though I could do so, I refrained from constructing the foundations of creation based on my emotions. I am a devout believer in God and would like to invite you to share in my faith. I have cleansed your natural potential with the blood of Christ, ensuring that your actions are consistent with the bounties that were established in Eden and restored in Christ, rather than with curses. This is the significance of traversing my realm. This illustrates the transition from victimhood to the assumption of a victorious position with assurance. God declares, "This is not a day of defeat for you. It is a season of perpetual victory, as you are not dependent on others but on me." According to the Father, you possess the capacity for resurrection life at this moment. Each individual has been granted a specific quantity of faith. However, I have granted you significantly more due to your conviction. My existence, my fundamental existence, nourishes your interior self. My power is present within you in the form of a cloud of grandeur that simultaneously conceals and reveals the entirety of my spirit. There is currently assistance available to you, and there is hope for you. Ask, as I am the assistant. Come to me immediately, for I am the Comforter. Settle at my feet and absorb the knowledge I impart to you, for I am the instructor. This surpasses the actions of the disciples who accompanied me 2,000 years ago. Even though they were with me and I was with them, I continue to reside within you as a result of the grace that resides within you. I am the monarch in your heart, and anyone who approaches you is drawn to me. Those who speak out against you are speaking out against me, and I will punish them. Do not be concerned with the opinions of others, rather, pursue the honor that is exclusively bestowed by God. This distinction is exclusive to angels and does not reside in the general population. The angelic legions are prepared, according to the Father. I demonstrate my strength by moving my hand across the ground. Numerous sounds compete for attention, asserting that they originate from Madam. Observe my ability to discern between what is significant and what is not, and ensure that my voice is heard. The wizards who are listening in and murmuring will be silenced. I will eliminate any sorcerers who attempt to deceive my people and replace their charm and power with a sacred anointing that is exclusively mine. According to the Father, numerous souls possess dormant mantles. These mantles will abruptly awaken when the earth responds to the heavens and the heavens respond to the earth. God declares, "Be prepared and attentive to my word, for I have appointed you as an early adopter and collaborator in forthcoming events." You should be aware that it is time to advance when you hear the rustling of the mulberry trees. Today, God instructs you to employ your mouth to pray. A potent spell that can overcome obstacles and unlock spiritual realms is a prayer that is both clear and replete with faith. Concentrate on the solution, not the problem. Concentrate on the outcome rather than the procedure. I verified that the outcome would be unambiguous. However, I maintain complete autonomy regarding my response to that petition. Elijah was, nevertheless, supplied by birds, despite his opposition to the practice. Initially, he would not have chosen to have a hungry widow bake him a cake. However, it satisfied his appetite. I am aware that my response will serve as a challenge for you. Please be aware that my participation in your life may conflict with your religious beliefs and result in criticism. It will be distressing to those who do not pray that I influence the lives of those who do. They will assert that you are excessively self-confident. They will inquire about your self-perception. They will express negative opinions about my life decisions and disparage me for adhering to my convictions. Allow the blind to guide the blind, as they are capable of only reaching the abyss. They will return to their previous state in due course if you permit them to do so. They and their nation will be saved when my people, who are referred to by my name, pray. In addition to the fact that you are not alone, you are not the only one who is experiencing the same emotions or praying the same prayers. Refrain from harboring feelings of self-pity. Refuse to accept the falsehoods and deceptive assertions of individuals who propagate fear and conspiracy theories. Be cognizant of the origin of the voice that constantly addresses you. What is the reason for your willingness to attend to something that causes you anxiety? The words are the essence. Each phrase is substantiated by an object or concept that serves as a plan and objective for you. The success of that entity will be contingent upon your response. Fear is akin to a swine that requires nourishment. Let the collective conviction that everyone believes this permeate the depths of their malevolent thoughts. It is important to bear in mind that the path is confined and leads to life. To successfully exit this situation without causing any harm, it is imperative to disregard the silent idols who propagate falsehoods as unquestionable truths. Certain individuals will be unable to comprehend. Individuals within your intimate circle will express their concerns and assert that they are merely attempting to assist you. They are beloved. Express your gratitude for their assistance, and subsequently isolate yourself from the pervasive anxiety that is sweeping society. Fortify your connection with me and continue to relish the salvation I am providing you from above. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. Today, God declares, "My kingdom is awakened by voice and motion." Pause to contemplate your actions and words. Waiting is not activated in my kingdom. Waiting for extended periods only results in additional waiting. I assert that you wield an authoritative staff and utter a forceful sentence. What is in your possession? What are you attempting to articulate? I did not say, receive something that you possess. Rather, I inquired, what is currently within your capacity to do? Moses understood this, and the people proceeded on dry land. I pledge to honor all of the people's actions by the Old Covenant. The Father is challenging you to take action, and I will bless you for it. I will guide you to your destination of pleasure by following the path you have been given. The Father inquires, what are you saying? Are you expressing opinions that contradict my teachings? Are you merely expressing your optimism that things will improve without providing any assurance that they will? To be precise, any petitions, declarations, or orders that are not spoken aloud are merely wishful thinking. I did not simply watch the world from afar and hope that it would transform. From the moment I issued the directive, all entities in existence were required to comply with it. Reiterate the command by repeating my words, and then demonstrate your convictions by engaging in activities that are related. I am not merely the comforter, I am also the teacher. Your actions have had a direct impact on the current state of affairs. If you are humble and train yourself to follow my methods and emulate my actions and words, you will achieve the divine results you desire daily. This morning, God instructs us to nourish our spirits with His Word and allow them to ascend to new heights. My words establish the foundation for the subsequent events in your life when they become ingrained in you. Determine your objective to ensure that the logos and rhema of my word are the primary narrative you concentrate on and consume. Please bear in mind, my beloved, that your location is contingent upon your focus. The principles for your future are established when you concentrate on catastrophe, misfortune, or disaster. You must dissociate yourself from any speculations, objections, or ominous images of a catastrophic conclusion. The apocalypses in my word refer to the revelation of Christ, which is the essence of who I am. If you believe otherwise, you would be unfairly claiming ownership of the truth, which is not your responsibility. You now possess the essence of my identity as a result of my actions. The rank you possess in the constructed realm is indicative of the authority you possess in your world. You are a priest and a monarch or queen. You are currently in my presence, and my angels are vigilantly monitoring to ensure that all of your requirements are fulfilled and that any malevolent scheme against you is thwarted. There is a period of transition and transformation in the lives of individuals. Numerous individuals who witnessed me during my earthly existence did not survive to witness the Apostles' era. It was not intended for John the Baptist to perish in Herod's prison. Do not become agitated when my beliefs differ from yours or when my methods differ from yours. Your name is inscribed on this location. However, you must withdraw and relinquish the convictions of others that have significantly influenced your thoughts. You are not merely an individual. You are a novel entity. I made it possible for you to be a descendant of the second man by rising from the grave. Bring into your life the Christ consciousness that thinks like I think, sees like I see, and decides like I say. Moving through the land is the process of removing the debris, and in the end, a new awakening will occur. I am committed to ensuring that you are a key participant and an early adopter of all the initiatives I have committed to since the beginning of time. Today, God instructs us to prevent the influence of others from diminishing the strength of my witness in you. I am moving today, which will provide you with the fortitude and beauty necessary to succeed immediately. I am continuously conversing and using my hands to make gestures to provide you with the information and assistance you require. Does the Father inquire, are you able to hear? When you are deeply alone with your thoughts, you will hear my voice whispering in your ear, telling you, this is the path you should follow. I will guide you in the right direction and assist you in making the right decisions at the appropriate time. Let those who can hear pay attention to the voice of my spirit within them and act on its guidance. I am enhancing your judgment to enable you to identify and comprehend the critical information required to overcome obstacles and defeat the forces that are conspiring against you. The Father asserts that spiritual silence is a crippling condition because my voice brings my kingdom to the world. My voice is the foundation of my dominion, and my dominion is my voice. As you listen, you will be liberated and no longer be constrained by anything. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. The Father states, the choice is yours. When you hear my words, there is righteousness, peace, and joy. Do not allow anyone to rob you of this joy by placing their hands over your ears and instructing you to do not listen. It is your Father who speaks, not another individual. The word spoken by your Creator is the catalyst that transforms your life and bestows marvels upon you. Be prepared to listen to both my current statements and those from the past. This encompasses the subsequent term and the trajectory of development. Today, God declares that the oil is intended to illuminate the world. I am dispensing the oil of my blessing from the pharmacy in paradise. I am depleting the oils in my lamps and replacing them with 7 times as much freshly refined oil from the ground. This will enable my people to walk in the light of my guidance. According to the Father, the wheat must be separated from the stubble, which will subsequently be transported to his storehouse. I have ensured your safety and brought you together. I will now traverse the land to demonstrate my magnificence and grandeur. Sweetheart, please divert your attention from the current situation. It is now time to trim your wicks and prepare for the infusion of the oil of my presence and the knowledge of the sacred into your vessel. I am frightened and am imposing my perfection upon you until you truly embrace my image. Therefore, you must immediately clean up and reflect on the situation. Signs of human existence are ubiquitous. I implore you to eliminate any sources of counterfeit illumination that are contaminated. People claim that I directed them by asserting, "This is what the Lord says," but I maintain that they are not enlightened. You endeavored to persuade yourself of the accuracy of their assertions. You endeavored to maintain a positive outlook because you were unwilling to acknowledge the reality that they were only existing in the wake of their demise. Now, redirect your focus to another location, and I will employ my gaze to guide you away from peril and into a secure location. You are not authorized to make decisions during the inspection. Keep a direct relationship with me and refrain from being distracted by other individuals and events in your environment as a requirement of your job. Experience the purifying force of my right hand as my left hand embraces you in marital affection. The Father declares, "This is the moment that alters the universe." This is the instant in which your most profound aspirations are realized in an instant, both within you and in your environment. Currently, God declares, "I am the resurrection and the life." The resurrected life that raised Jesus from the grave is reflected in you when you rely on me and immerse yourself in my essence. Because I reside within you and you reside within me, the grave and death are unable to contain you. In the Gospel, the covenant between sin and mortality is ruptured, and you are granted the liberation that my life provides. Embrace the concept of liberation and transcend the confines of fear. Anxiety and depression do not determine one's identity or destiny. You are not transitioning from fear to faith or from anxiety to fear. Rather, you are oscillating between different faiths. The light of my pure essence is now profoundly ingrained and enmeshed in you. Chaos is currently enveloping all that is antithetical to existence. Accept the existence I am currently providing you with. Accept the life I have envisioned for you, a life in which you will not only survive but also flourish in a state of trust, as you were saved at the cost of Calvary. I am a Father who is both benevolent and compassionate, and I am currently monitoring the challenges you are encountering. I am positioned behind you to assist when you are experiencing weakness. I am accompanying you on this journey to assist. I will go ahead of you and illuminate the path through the darkness. Even though the road appears to be ambiguous and the solutions appear to be difficult to locate, it is important to remember that your safety is not contingent upon the reasons, explanations, or solutions that individuals provide. Regardless of whether the world is in darkness and no one can discern the path forward, you can derive solace from the knowledge that my essence is within you, illuminating your path. Inhale deeply and release all anxiety and tension. The payment has been received, and that is sufficient. I am sufficient, and I will remain by your side throughout this ordeal. God has announced today that He is affixing a mark to the foreheads of His followers. You will not contract the pestilence or succumb to its effects. The Father declares that He is currently engaged in an action that will astonish and excite all who hear it. Men may experience a decrease in their pulse rate as they contemplate the future. What are you planning to do? The life you lead is not that of a typical individual. You were born with my spirit. You are my cherished offspring. I have placed my seal on you as a result of the daytime trouble. You must relinquish all notions of the world and the opinions of those who are unjust. This is the moment to rely on me for all the support you require to navigate this situation, as I will be present for you regardless of the circumstances. Your towering building is me. I am present to assist. I am the rock, your rock. I was extracted from the rock to deface the likeness of individuals and their deities. However, I am a source of healing for you amid a miracle that will not inflict any harm or erode your strength. Numerous individuals will be held accountable for my actions. They will utter phrases such as, "Worship me," and "Look at me." The Father instructs, observe and be amazed, but do not be deceived in any way. While Egypt's plagues decimated a global dominion, I safeguarded God's children. God declares, I am capable of safeguarding you, and I will continue to do so in the future. Do not be apprehensive, and do not allow your heart to be troubled. Reflect on the rock that created you and gave you existence. Neither you nor I is a part of this temporal order. Make sure that your thoughts do not obstruct your ability to receive the rest, trust, and renewal that I am providing. Currently, God asserts that each obstacle and setback presents the potential for success on a comparable or even greater scale. It is imperative that you consistently combat hopelessness. Faith that can move mountains is the foundation of things to look forward to. Faith is passive and feeble when there is no hope, as it lacks a goal to strive for. Remain optimistic. Do not exchange your optimism for the deceptions that your adversary is perpetually endeavoring to implant in your mind. The appearance of objects is irrelevant, as they are influenced by invisible forces in the spiritual realm, which is the location of my kingdom and the repository of your inheritance. The present moment is an opportune moment to fortify your faith heritage and realize your aspirations, not merely to endure, but to flourish and advance, while others falter and remain in the shadows. They are not transitioning from one level of agony to another. Rather, you are transitioning from one faith to another and from one glory to another. My kingdom will remain unaffected even if economies cease to function and societies remain unchanged. My word functions in the same manner as it did when I was not required to contemplate anything. Welcome to the intersection of reality and truth, where the two collide. Facts are items that are founded on genuine events that transpire on earth. The reality is that a person named Jesus is responsible for overseeing and addressing every aspect of your life, from the most insignificant need to the most significant issue. Consider that truth today, and allow the facts to dissipate like autumn leaves. Today, God instructs you to assist an individual who is experiencing a more challenging situation than you. Expect nothing in return, not even gratitude. This will ensure that you receive the exact items you require from the celestial bank at the appropriate moment, as I will reciprocate the same behavior for you as you do for others. When the economy and systems are experiencing issues, it is important to keep this in mind: love never fails, and my power reigns supreme. As you embrace compassion, your faith will become more robust. Some of the things you held dear were not realized as a result of issues in your romantic life. Upon the activation of trust through the law of love, all that is present is created and revealed at precisely the moment it is required. I am the person I am because of love, and everything exists as a result of my existence. Love is the sole quantum constant that transcends the curse of sin, enabling the attainment of infinity and the absence of all constraints. Neither doctrine nor religion, nor positive thinking, nor any other method, can assist in the resolution of this issue. When you allow and demand to harmonize with my agape nature, love, which is my fundamental nature, manifests. This is due to my power and the plans I have for the universe and your life, which open the heavens and make your objectives come true on their own. Depart from the worldly perspective and adopt the Spirit's approach. Instruct the Father. You must transcend your concepts and enter my spirit, as your mind is incapable of comprehending or retaining me. The veil of sin will then vanish, revealing your perspective on the cosmic scene from the celestial regions, where you are seated with me. If you neglect to execute the plan, you will be ensnared in the soul world, which will impede your ascension and prevent you from achieving the velocity necessary to escape the enemy's prison and constraints. This is the point at which scorpions transform into eggs, rocks into bread, food descends to the ground each morning, and water emerges from the rock that I am to quench your thirst. Who are you, my dear? They are excluded. Additional individuals. Their responsibility is to guide individuals who possess limited knowledge. Individuals who subscribe to conspiracy theories. In their opinion, the ascension mentality is illogical, as it recognizes that it is impossible to resolve an issue at the same level as the issue. You must attain my level of authority. After that, you may issue the command, and the mountains and hills will execute it in my name. The microscopic realm will spin, bringing life instead of death and demonstrating my compassion in contrast to the enemy's violence, as you make a move. Are you prepared for the future? Consequently, we should commence. Things are not currently in a terrible state, according to God. The enemy is attempting to convince you that this marks the conclusion of something, but it is not the case, as I am the sole individual who is both the Alpha and the Omega. The works and aspirations, and dreams I bestowed upon you are not dissipating, rather, they are resurfacing with a force that surpasses your wildest expectations. The Father states, "Consider this, each day of your life is recorded in my book, and not a single one of them is a tragedy or a ridiculous series of mishaps." The angels read those pages and adhere to the rules daily to assist you in comprehending and executing the plans that were established before the creation of the world for your benefit, development, and advancement. Greetings, my beloved. You were holy and perfect in my eyes before the existence of the physical universe. You were sacred and acceptable to me before the utterance of the words, "Let there be." I am delighted to grant you the kingdom now that you are encountering my benevolence. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.